boys and girls. Hey Digimon, champions of the digital world. Hey Digimon, ultimate friends to the boys and girls. Save the digital world.
That one has all of them on it. Hey, I look good in there.
Why are we seeing the bottom of your shoes?
Hey, because my shoes
So,
look good.
welcome to the Pokemon vs. Digimon panel. So we've done this a couple years now. I always like to ask before we start, how many people here have not seen this panel before? Awesome.
Yay, we have a bunch of newbies.
Yeah. So I'm always happy to see new people show up because I'm always curious how many times I can do the same panel before it's nothing but people that have all seen it, and I play nothing but the same videos. I actually feel bad. They came out with the new trailer for the Digimon Try movie. I forgot to download it.
I can fix this.
We don't have the internet here.
I do.
Did he fix your phone?
I can move it. I can move it onto a SIM card, not on your computer.
Do it.
Do it, Mary.
Just do it.
No. Do it. No, TK, sit. Yeah, anyone else freaked out the fact that TK is bigger than Izzy?
I'll work out.
I'm succeeding, I know it.
Shut up, Marcus. Sorry, if anyone that has been here before knows how much I really don't like season 5 at all.
Hello, everybody.
He's in the chair of shame.
Yeah, that's why we put him over there. No. He punches fire. That is physically impossible.
And it worked.
Don't make him go Demon Master on you.
Hey, here's this. How many Venomyos does it take? How many digestions does it take to kill Venomyos?
Hey,
Those are the original ones.
Me, one punch.
hey, silence you and your normal size head, your normal size neck, and your normal size hair.
And no goggles.
Okay, elongated head, people.
That was one of the things that who here has actually seen the previews that showed the new Digimon Try with their new looks and everything. So who here was actually happy with the new change in art style? Who here wished they looked the same? Okay, see, I was iffy on it at first because I was like, I really like the classic look. It does kind of like going back and looking at it, it's like gravity must not exist in these worlds because their necks would snap.
Well, if they look the same, then they'd be like Ash.
Got it.
10 minutes. You made it 10 minutes before. 10 minutes of the panel before shots are fired.
Yeah, to say the least, we will be making fun of Ash, but that's because it's Ash. No, it's okay, because we bought the good person from Pokemon.
Yes, I am Pokemon's last hope in this panel.
You need to talk louder, Giovanni.
Sorry, I'm losing my voice right now from last night.
What did you do last night, Giovanni?
Should I say it? Sorry, I'm losing my voice, folks. Sorry about that.
Giovanni went out drinking last night.
Because he lost to Ash again.
Well, let me guess. Did Jesse and James blow the budget again on another giant robot that got blown up in one episode?
How's that YouTube project coming along?
Oh.
Why do you have to bring that up again?
Well, I don't know. What's it like getting your organization trashed by a 10-year-old who doesn't age?
Prodigious.
No comment.
Switch mics with him. Oh, is that all it is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, never mind. It's not the mic. He actually just has lost his voice. He drank a lot last night. We were there. It was funny.
lost the bet.
Do what?
Who's someone here was singing last night to make him lose his voice?
He was singing?
That's what I was hoping, just the Giovanni song for the Pokemon movie.
Oh wait,
I
did he-
wish that was it. That'd be even funnier. No, he just drank a lot with the
was the-
Fate Stay crew.
It was the Fate Stay Night. If you know anybody who knows Fate Stay Night or Tight Moon, yeah, they had a group last night and they invited me to the room and yeah, hard cider.
That's not real alcohol.
Let's put Digimon and Pokemon and put it in one cup, swirl it around, and you get this. Bigger turtle shell.
I can't cancel that. That is being cool.
It gets better. Hold on, we're not there yet. You know what's coming. Wait for it. Hells yeah.
There actually is a video. I actually have the video for the full Charizard one too, but I'll play it later.
We'll save it for later because, well, you know.
We want to play everything. So, even though we got started a little bit later, but so pretty much with this, if you've not been it before, we pretty much go over the similarities and differences between the two series, which is basically one's in the digital world, one's in the real world. That's it.
Until season 2.
Until season 2, and then they're the exact same, but one talks and the other doesn't.
Meow talks.
And one poops.
Wait. What if you put a Pokemon on a PC? Does not
Yeah. So we ended up doing a panel, and we had a person that was listening to it that does a lot of comic sketches. And like 2 months later, a friend of mine posted this picture on my Facebook wall and was like, "Dude, you're in a comic." And so there's a picture. So we always make fun of it. Okay, so Pokemon. Well, if you have the Pokemon game, all the Pokemon are digital graphics. So does that make them a Digimon? And like I did this once, just screwing around. I was like, haha, so they're just Digimon. And I just dropped the mic. And then the next time we were actually here, instead of the other con, he showed up again. And I made the reverse joke. So when the Digimon came to the real world and became flesh and blood, they're no longer digital. So that make them Pokemon now? And he was just like, he's like, just,
Yep.
yeah. But they do not, you don't want to put a Digimon in your pocket. Are you kidding? Look at that. There will be holes everywhere.
So isn't technically Porygon technically a Digimon?
Shut up, Marcus. Stop trying to be smart. That's the easiest job.
Well, I don't.
I have Thomas for that.
Yeah, you have Thomas for that. Come on. So you have all kinds of different things. And I like going through, kind of, for one thing, seeing people's age for some of the pictures that I show here. And that's showing the link cables. So, who had one of these? Who got it taken at school and then it died?
3 times.
And then who had these?
Now everything's Wi-Fi and you can trade with someone all the way in freaking Finland.
Yeah. So who here broke their game trying to do the cheat that you get both Pokemon and you just yank the cord out halfway through? Yeah, that really destroys your game. It potentially gives you both, or it destroys your game. I have the high percentage of it destroyed my game.
She uses
Yeah, or the missing number cheat. For who remembers that, just go get a Kangaskhan. Just get a Kangaskhan. So much easier.
Who here is actually excited for Pokemon Go?
Who here has seen all the ridiculous amounts of memes that are already out there?
Excuse me, sir, we are experiencing some turbulence. It is because our flight attendant has just found a Latios.
Like, my favorite one is still the fact that, like, one was, sir, you're not allowed in here. It's the White House. But it said there's one in there. That's where the president lives.
There's a category 5 power.
Don't forget Area
Leave your house. Lee's house. Mom, what are you doing? There's a loogie out there.
Yeah.
Sir, I need access in Area 51 now. You can't go here. Where are you hiding the access?
Walk up to the Vatican. Sir, I see that Arceus is here. I know it. You must bow to me.
Yeah, you must battle me for it.
No, wouldn't Arceus actually be here in Georgia because he's a deer?
You do not want a deer to find its way here.
That would be... almost made fun there.
No, you're not in the right costume to make puns. So, we've done this at lots of other cons, and probably one of the funniest ones that we had was we actually got to share the stage with one of the old voice actors. We actually ended up sharing the stage with Tintamon's old voice actor. So, he's an awesome guy, lots of fun. The one thing we realized is he's actually got motion sickness, so the fact that both me and him, like, shake our legs when we're not paying attention, and we're up on a stage, like, he almost got sick like 3 times during the panel. But probably the funniest thing that we are so angry with ourselves that we didn't record it was we showed him a video clip from the video games that shows Tintamon warp digivolving into Hercules Kabuterimon. He had never seen this, never heard of it. Well, I had a card of Hercules Kabuterimon and showed it to him earlier in the show, and I was just like, hey, what do you think about this? And he was like, wow, terrifying.
Well, if you actually didn't know it, he actually voices Tentomon, Kabuterimon, and Mega Kabuterimon as he digivolves, so it would only be natural that he would also voice Hercules Kabuterimon.
Which is something we'll get into here later. But the funniest thing happened, and I was like, okay, well, make up a voice for it, and we're going to play this. So for one thing, he apparently had forgotten how long a warp digivolve sequence is, because he kept going, because the warp digivolve sequence for all of them in those video games was like almost 30 to 45 seconds every time you did this. So he out of nowhere, like, we almost died. He pulls out a Arnold Schwarzenegger voice for Hercules Kabuterimon, and we just start doing nothing but get to the chopper. I can't do it.
Hercules Kabuterimon, get to the chopper! I am the chopper!
It was like we almost all fell out of our seats because we weren't expecting it. Like he had made the joke that it kind of reminds him of like Arnold Schwarzenegger as Terminator. And I'm like, well, that's funny. And then we had to do that like 20 minutes later in the show. So we had all kind of forgotten about that comment. Pulls that out of nowhere and like perfectly can do the voice. And we all lost it. God, it was great. But he was a lot of fun to talk to on it. And he was the reason that I kind of he shed a new light on season 5 for me, at least the American side of it. Because he said that he helped with the creation of 5 as far as the American side of it, doing the storyline and all of that. So he said that he created it in the terms of it is a digital program that Izzy created. So, and he gave a lot more information on it.
It's just part of it. Prodigious.
What?
Prodigious!
And here's another funny thing. He was the one who also helped with the Digimon movie, and even he didn't like it.
He didn't like the third part. That's why he
Yeah, he didn't like the third part. He also didn't like, he had actually tried to tell the people to make it into separate parts, like what it should have been. And they were like, no, America won't notice it. Throw it all in one. And I'm like, are you kidding? All 3 parts are animated differently and are separate parts of everything. And I was just like, really, it's noticeable.
I'll go ahead and be honest. The only reason I went to go see it was just to get the cards. That was the only reason I went to go see it.
Hey.
Anyone else did?
So, Pokemon the first movie, Mew. Who still has their ancient Mew card? Yeah. I have the ancient Mew and the three birds, and I was like, oh my god.
The Mewtwo promo is so much better, though.
Mewtwo promo. Until Mewtwo comes back.
Ty, can I recorrect you for a second?
Yeah, Monty wants to talk.
I'm gonna recorrect you about the movie plot. It was Pokemon 2000
Which one?
for the ancient Mew card.
Oh, well, true. But I was like, I actually still have mine of those really, like, dorky, super hard plastic sleeves that they used to make back then. That's still where mine is. I'm pretty sure if I tried to remove it, it would, like,
Just
not
turn to
work.
dust.
Like, I'm pretty sure it would, like, it's stuck in this thing.
I still have my promo Entei from the third movie.
How many of the movies end up going to theater?
Yeah, they did. It was an Entei.
What was it? Did they get through 4 that went to theater? I know 3 did. Did 4 go to theater? I don't know if it made it to theater.
I don't know. Was there a promo Celebi card for that?
No. So it would have been 3. 3 would have been through the promo cards. And I have most of those, yes. That's right. Yeah, there was a promo card in the DVD, but there wasn't a movie showing that had the like special card for showing up.
Anyone excited for the new Hoopa movie? No.
No.
But you have all the legendaries in one movie. Well, at least most of them, at least.
But Ash is still in it.
Unfortunately.
Thank you.
How's Red doing?
Yeah. How about Red? Why don't we just make him the main character of one of these movies?
Wah, 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 wah.
Okay, so who here has actually read the manga for Pokemon with Red? Thank you. He is so much better. He within the manga chapters of just the Red novels catches everything. The end. He's done it. Ash still has caught less than the total of the first series, and keeps losing them or leaving them. I'm like, we did a movie, not like we were talking about this. How with the what's the new Pokemon? The Hippo. The new ring Pokemon. Hoopa. I am obviously not the Pokemon side of this story, if you can't tell. I stopped this after I think I got past the Orange Islands. I got to Orange Islands and I did a little bit of Battle City. And that's about where I stopped because I was like, this is getting boring.
Battle City.
Wrong series, buddy.
It was
When did this become a Yu-Gi-Oh panel?
Is it the Plateau?
It was the
Next year.
Plateau.
Well, no. It was the one where he went through and had to fight the guy with the Regigigas or Regigigas and all that.
Oh,
That was the Battle Frontier.
Battle Frontier, whatever. Yeah, Battle City. Sorry.
Well, I'm a dual fan. I love both series, so I have to be. I'm the one who actually does some Pokemon side, and then I also love the Digimon side. But I love both. I see them both separate and love them for what they are. I still hate the Pokemon anime, but I love the games and manga.
I still think, well, that's the one thing that we've talked about a lot on most of these is the gaming side of it. So we have the Digimon games. Well, no. So we have Digimon World 1. Amazing game. It's old. So if you play it, don't try to think of graphics. Because it's old. So old. But it was amazing. And then they made everything past that has the same Digimon World title. Don't ever play it. It is not worth what it's printed on. They're terrible. And then you had the one, it was either 3 or 4, had it basically an MMO, and they had swords.
That was 4, yeah.
I have a picture of this, and I'm like, why are we giving the Digimon with claws swords?
I actually played this game. It was horrible because you're just a Digimon wandering around like a freaking robot with a sword, And they said, okay, go, you're rookie level, and they're already throwing you into a place with like champions and ultimates. And I'm like, what? I get killed off every single day. I'm like, I'm taking this back to GameStop. I don't care if I got a penny back for it or not.
Nope. Look behind you.
Even they don't want to play the video. Look behind you.
You're the tech expert. Wait, what?
Sorry, he tried to find the Digimon Tri, and it's not working.
We're close. We're really
Oh,
close.
well, now we're
guys.
really screwed.
Izzy, you broke it.
Tentomon
Just
tells
whack
me now.
it. That's always solves everything.
Yeah, I got this.
Don't any of you.
It's my
dare
own- it's
give
my
him that
computer.
idea.
Agrimon's right there for me, so.
Yeah. Hey, Marcus has this. Marcus, quick, we need to fix his laptop.
Okay.
His tablet. Sorry.
Hopefully you'll get a charge out of it.
That's still the most ineffective way to digivolve something. Sorry. Where you have to go out and actually do something to digivolve it instead of just like throwing the Digimon at something.
At least I'm helping compared to you guys that just sit on the sidelines.
Hey, we rode on Omnion's back.
Yeah, I killed your enemy with your final enemy with one punch.
Yeah. Pretty much. And then they made Summer Wars, which is basically the same thing.
Yeah.
Except
Same
better.
director. Away.
We're in the Digimon panel right now.
Oh, wait, that's right.
It's not better. Wink. Okay, have a good one, man.
Of course, see, I'm watching the show.
So for those we both pretty much like the Pokemon anime itself. It's pretty much boring as far as with Ash and constantly having to train and not ever get better. But then they also have an alternate section that they've done, which is the Mega set that basically has nothing to do with Ash at least. But
It's sort of like a spin-off when they introduced the whole Mega Evolution. They went back on all the legends of the Mega Stones and created a whole new character apparently in the past in the Kalos region. And now apparently the Mega Stones are frequent and all of these Pokemon can actually Mega Evolve. And you're actually with a guy whose main Pokemon is a Charizard, so you can probably guess which one he becomes. Mega Charizard X. So, yeah, Mega Charizard X actually fighting a bunch of other ones. You can actually find some of these series. We actually have one of them where he fights Blastoise, but there's another one where he fights Mega Rayquaza. Or Rayquaza, however you pronounce it.
does he also get his butt handed to him against Rayquaza?
Maybe.
So have you ever heard about the fact that Mega Rayquaza got banned from everything in existence?
Because he's too OP. He's too OP.
Do what? Yeah, they started a new tier, which is him. He is the tier. Because they made him so stupidly overpowered with his Mega Evolution, nothing can fight it, basically. It's unfair to use this. And what? Mega Gengar 2?
Mega Lucario.
No, Mega Kangaskhan.
Oh, God.
Oh yeah, Mega Kangaskhan.
Mega Kangaskhan. That's definitely.
He's Mega Gengar as well.
Why was Mega Gengar?
Because you couldn't hit it.
Yeah. You really couldn't do much damage to it at all. Plus, I really like it shiny how it's just plain white.
Yeah, who here actually did the special event to get the shiny? I now have like 3 shiny Mega Rayquazas. Because they kept sending me invites. I have like 3 emails in a row. Hey, you got this. Send. Okay. I have like 3 shiny Rayquazas now. I'm like, yay. Yeah, I play the games. But actually what got me out originally was I ended up having 2 Pokemon games glitch on me. One was Pokemon Yellow and my Pikachu died. We went to heal it in the Pokemon Center, and I went over to the Pokemon box, and then it didn't leave the box. Like, it stayed there, glitched at the box, and then never went anywhere again, and I only had 5 Pokemon in my party for the rest of the game. I still don't know what the heck happened in that game.
I would like to ask one thing. Whenever we played Red and Blue, and then we went into Gold and Silver, you know how we were so happy. Like, hey, we can trade all our Pokemon from Red and Blue over to our Gold and Silver. Now we have all these Pokemon that we spent about 5 to 6 years collecting, and then they come out with Gen 3, and then they say you cannot trade your old Pokemon into this game. I was heartbroken. I'm like,
That was him with his Cypher. He had like ridiculously bred and found this perfect Scyther, perfectly did everything, and then he can't do anything with it now.
Female Scyther, tactician ability, wing attack. Wing attack base damage is now 90, plus a normal bow. Wing attack base damage is now 180. And they took it
He takes
away.
this seriously, as you can tell.
Yes, I do.
Should just hack it.
And
my,
then,
my show's better, but their games are so much better.
I still think the funniest thing that I always talk to them about, the Pokemon games are the same.
Yes.
Do what? Not the original games. Not in the fourth gen they could, and what now? In the new one, no, they
You
can't.
could trade between regular Game Boy and Game Boy Advance. Somehow. You would have to do it through another Game Boy Advance, though.
That's right. Yeah, I never did it because
one time.
because of my other game that glitched. So my Pokemon Silver was the end of my games of Pokemon until Pokemon X came out, and then they talked me into buying one. And by buying one, I mean I got it for free, and that's why I played Pokemon X. And I got to the point that Misty is supposed to appear on the bridge. She never appeared. So I just gave up on the game. I get angry with games when they do that. So I was just like, and threw it away. I didn't just restart, I just threw the game away. I'm bad about that on games.
Yeah, now it's like worth 40, 50
I
bucks.
should have fixed it. Yeah, we can. We'll be showing clips and videos as well, but if anyone ever has questions on anything, just feel free to
Raise your
comment.
hand.
Raise your hand.
Yes.
Can I bring out Pokemon Origins?
We do have Pokemon Origins, yes.
We do have
The final battle, the one that makes Red instantly better than Ash at everything he does. Oh yeah. No, he doesn't only fight Mewtwo, he goes beyond that. So, and says 2 words that Ash will never say in his life.
I caught them all.
That's more than 2 words.
Caught all.
Got him!
Got him.
Got him!
Beat Mewtwo.
Caught Mewtwo.
Yeah, I win. Thank you. Thank you.
Old age.
Wait. I have a joke on that one.
I hit puberty.
I'm champion.
That's more than 2.
You lose.
I'm supposed to be like 12. You expect me to know how to count?
It's Japan, man. They know everything.
So if you haven't seen this, this thing is so much more expensive than I bought it. It's amazing figure though. I love their works on figures. So this, if you don't know what Twilight is, don't watch it. If you do know what it is, I'm sorry.
I don't know what it is. Where have you been? Like,
Yeah, you know what it is? I'm impressed. But basically the whole joke of it is, we basically replaced Edward with Ash. You get to be the woman.
You get to be the pretty lady.
I refuse this one.
Go.
I can't even read it.
You're that close to
You can't read that?
It's all blurry to me.
All right.
Can you show me on the screen?
I can't see it either.
How old are you? How old are you?
12.
And how long have you been 12?
Your female voice is terrifying. A while.
And how long have you been 12?
God, I'm still laughing at his. They're laughing at you. There's no way.
It's okay. Tendamon's not laughing at me.
Yeah, he is.
Well, so far.
He would be.
He's saying he's laughing with you, but not.
So this was. So I have been so far out of Pokemon that I had no idea what was going on in gaming, anime, anything. And then this guy like messages me one afternoon and goes, "Dude, they copied us." And that's all he does, and he sends me a link. And I get this video link of a Digivice on a person's wrist, clicking the button, and a Mega Evolve. I'm like, wait a second. Wait a second. Was that a Charizard? Why is it mega evolving? Are you kidding me? We did this so long ago. Pokemon is out of ideas. It has a trash Pokemon. We're done. Yeah. Except they're apparently hinting at a season 6th gen already. So.
Yep, we're apparently going to get another game. We already have Pokemon Z coming out, and apparently that legendary has like 6 different forms. It's got like an amoeba state, then it's got a little lizard state, then it's got a then it's like a larva state, and then it's regular state, then it has a dog state, regular state, then giant robot. Oh God, it's a giant robot state.
Welcome to Japan. We had to have a giant robot somewhere.
And then we have the new Ash Greninja, if you guys don't know that. Once every 100 years in the Kalos region, a rare evolution takes place where a trainer and Pokemon are so close that the Pokemon will evolve and get physical traits of their trainer when they evolve.
And no. And it's not Pikachu.
No.
Not Pikachu. It's Greninja.
It's Greninja. His Froglander evolves and literally gets Ash's sideburns, hair, and then the thing on his head turns into red. He literally takes on the Ash Ketchum's
hat.
It's
weird. It's really weird.
This is legit. You can go look it up later. Just type in Ash Greninja and it's right there in the images. It's kind of been ruined ever since Johto, honestly.
No. So this part of Pokemon X, because that's pretty much you when you walk through the Zubat cave. Every time.
I still remember that one guy I think it was Otakon. He was dressed up as red, but he was covered in Zubats, and there was that one shiny Zubat on his back.
Oh God, no.
Pokemon are out of ideas. That.
Celtic ice cream.
You know, people have told me Grimer. I'm like, but that was first try. Yeah. This is 6 seasons later. It's ice cream. Oh God. The one thing I didn't like about the newer season that he had to show me, because I'm not going to watch Pokemon again, was a new female character that came in that potentially isn't going to be Ash's friend zone female. So I love this one just because it's just hilarious to me, and this is her purpose in the series, is Ash's childhood friend. Ash's head doesn't change. His body shrinks, but that's it. You see a flashback, his head is the exact same look, but his body's slightly smaller.
He's Keanu Reeves.
So it's technically the same artist style, but yeah.
So I've got one that could really confuse everyone, because this could be the link, guys.
I feel like I don't belong here.
Just no.
No, just no.
It is. Just like, no, done. No, you know what? One more thing on Pokemon that I never understood. 2 things, actually. Where does a CD go? And how does that fly? Between that and the fact that you can apparently fly on a Pidgey.
Anyone seen Smosh TV
So
when they fly on the Pidgey?
This is a Pidgey. This is a Pidgey. Charizard couldn't fly.
Either Scyther.
They fixed that finally, but you couldn't fly on Charizard or Scyther.
Speaking of Pidgey,
You can fly on a Pidgey.
what about Pidgey defeating God?
Oh yes. So there was a ridiculously bad trick you could do thanks to item carrying that allowed a level 1 Pokemon to kill anything. That's like really super high level. So there's a video, I think I've still got it on here, that's a level 1 Starly beating a level 100 Arceus.
extremely bad quality.
Oh yeah, it is.
But it literally using two attacks and a focus sash, it could literally kill a level 100 god.
I may not have it.
The
I've not done this in a while, so I've lost some of my old stuff. I'll have to check it. Oh, I can do one that makes fun of both of our shows.
And here's a birthday gift for Ash, my little Pokemon trainer.
Oh, is it a Pokemon?
Oh, you'll see. Well, what do you think?
Mom, this isn't a Pokemon, it's a Digimon.
Are you sure, honey? It sure looks like a Pokemon to me.
Oh, hi there, I'm Agumon. Will you be my friend and help me save the digital world? It talks, Mom. Pokemon don't talk.
What about that little Jewish one?
Oh, that's me, Alf. That's different. Whoops, I just pooped. Better clean it up. We're all getting sad. Pokemon don't poop either.
I'm sorry, Ash, but you were all out of Pokemon at the store. The salesman said you wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
You took too long. Now I'm feeling sick. Does anyone have a Band-Aid? Oh, this is worse than when you got me Beyblade instead of Bakugan.
Beyblade bear, though.
Fuck you! Why would you want Bakugan? That's question 2.
Oh no! Looks like I pooped again. Wow, that pile's getting big. Digimon, Digimon, Digimon.
He is kind of annoying, isn't he?
Oh, can't you just like return him or something?
No, the salesman specifically told me I couldn't bring him back. Ever. I'm sorry I didn't get you exactly what you wanted, honey, but maybe you could get used to him.
You let me poop too much. Now I'm digivolving into poop.
I'll get the rat poison.
So, the old Tamagotchi Digimon game, that really happened. This is what I meant by your Digimon dies. Your Tamagotchi gets taken by your teacher, hidden in a desk for at least half the semester. You find it back, and it is turned into that. And you're like, reset. Reset. Because there's no way to, if it does that, there's no way to do anything with it. It immediately is weak. Nothing you can do. And it doesn't matter how high level your Digimon is, it will suddenly just de-digivolve back into this thing. It's awful. God, that game was awful.
What was that clip called?
That, Dorkly, that's the name of it.
They do
a lot of
all
videos.
kinds of different videos on Pokemon and other games.
I can actually, they actually made another one that made fun of Pokemon. Just Pokemon.
For defeating Team Rocket, we're giving you our company's greatest creation, the Master Ball.
Well, gee, that's awful nice of you, mister.
Now, this ball can literally catch any Pokemon in existence, and it's the only one of its kind, so...
Look out! It's a Ratmon!
What? What did you just do?
Wow, when you said this thing worked, you weren't whistling Dixie. No, sir.
I can't believe years of research, millions of Poké-dollars.
Now what should I name it? Ratty? Ratrick? No. Oh, Squirrel! That's perfect!
And you used our Master Ball to catch a Rattata?
Well, gee, I didn't have one yet.
How?
Well, gosh, I've been catching as hard as I can. But all I got was these here 19 pitchies and a Metapod. Oh, gumballs.
I gave our company's prized invention to an idiot child, so wow.
Say, do you have any more of those? They can make this whole catch 'em all thing a ton easier.
That was the only one in existence.
So I should come back later, or?
No Master Balls, ever. Ever try to catch a Mewtwo with a regular Pokeball? You might as well throw an orange covered in Vaseline.
No, it's okay. I'll probably just get more of these rat guys. I can get 150 of them in no time.
I am so getting fired for this.
Youngster Joey right there.
So, how angry are you at that video? Because you were supposed to get that.
Why? Why?
You shouldn't have let Red beat you.
He had like 20 levels above me. What?
He had a bunch of Pidgeys in the Metapod.
And you had a, like, Nido King, Nido Queen.
A Rhyhorn, a Rhydon.
You know how he beat him? Harden.
What doesn't kill you makes you harden.
Great pun.
Do what? Yeah. Lord. But yeah, Dorkly does a lot of videos like that. They're usually all spoofs on other things.
The whole series too, Rusty.
Yeah. Who here actually was able to catch Mewtwo without using the Master Ball? Who used like several hundred Pokeballs basically by that
one
point?
Pokeball. That's it.
You're
You're
right.
a liar.
I am not
Power
lying.
on and off,
I am-
on and off,
I
on
am
and off.
dead set not telling a lie. I went, oh, he's down to 1 health, throws 1 Pokeball, catches it. I went,
How many times did you restart the game?
done. I walked in there and went, oh, hell.
Okay, since Izzy is still working on this, I'm going to show you the original trailer for the new Digimon movie. So,
Izzy is close. Izzy is exceptionally close.
who remembers that sound? Because of these things. Which I'm so happy that these are the recreates they've made now because of the 20th anniversary, or 15th anniversary. So they're now a lot more expensive than when we bought them, unfortunately.
That's not technically true, but yeah, kind of.
They've gone up at least $50 to $100.
That was the tag and crest.
Yeah. They were what?
375.
Okay.
I don't know where I'm checking. I'm checking eBay.
Wow.
I don't get it.
Dealer sells it
So
for like 20,
what it is
200.
if you remember the old ones, they came out with, actually most of the Digidestins had a Mega Evolved Digivice, or they had the Standard Blue. We ended up having his friend that we all hate now, walked over to our flea market, and for $5 got a unopened Kari Digivice. Wow. It still had the little tag thing to stop the battery from working. $5. I was like,
I'm gonna murder him in his sleep.
that was the first time I was so angry because that was the first time I hadn't gone to that store in like 2 months. I was like, I went there last week. They didn't have it. I almost punched him. I was like, I'm gonna fix this. Bam! I felt really like Marcus for a moment. Sad. Like, yeah. I was like, you gotta be kidding me.
From the way you're strangling the person next to you, I kind of think you will.
So, what I like about the new ones, though, they actually allow you to choose pretty much any starter Digimon, and then they also allow you to catch all of the others.
We get to catch them all?
Oh, yeah. Well, she ruined it, but the special character you can get, it's a pain to get it. I still haven't gotten him yet. In order to get, the special release character that you can get out of it is Wizardmon.
But
in order to get Wizardmon, you have to get all of the other 8 Digimon, raise all of them to Mega, then get Vidramon, raise him up to Mega, then go and fight Apocalypmon twice, and then you get the chance of finding him.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
And that's not also after unlocking Wargreymon and Metal Garurumon and then Omnimon and then you got to unlock Vitramon. It's like, yeah.
And what you don't understand is, in order for them to upgrade, you have to win a fight. Every fight isn't for like 2,000 steps. Or if you're like us, we sit and watch a movie and do that.
Yeah, come it, Matt.
Matt, no, we're in public. So pretty much, I mean, come on, that's everyone did this as kids.
We never walked that far. Ever. We were lazy children.
Game Boy, Nintendo 64,
Yeah.
Super Smash Brothers, yay!
But in order to do it, so they have specific numbers of fights you have to do. So in order to raise them up, you have to win 10 fights for the first evolution, 15 for the second, 30 for the for Mega, and then you have Wargreymon and Metal Garurumon, which have a second 30 you have to fight to get Omnimon, and you have to raise both of them separately that extra 30 times, and then you can get the choice of doing Omnimon.
Because you can only raise one at a time.
Yeah, so you have to individually go through every single one of them, Yeah, it's rough.
So you can probably tell we're like probably not even halfway there, and the batteries in these things are already dead.
Both of our batteries are dead. We didn't even get halfway through it. And I'm terrified of opening this thing and changing out the batteries and then clicking a button that resets it.
And here's a real interesting thing about the Digivice. When you actually get a chance to get another Digimon, it'll look like a radar is going on it. And you actually have to point it in random places wherever you're standing. And you got to wait for the bar to go up to the very max. And you got to push a button to have even a chance of getting one of the other original 8.
Yeah.
And then you can probably be one of those people like me and get like Tentomon like 5 times in a row.
Woo! Yeah!
Shut up, nerd.
It's actually funny. Tentomon was the one Digimon neither of us had gotten up till that point.
Yeah.
It's completely random which ones you get, because we actually both ended up having basically the entire opposite team when we first started it, and he picked the wrong Digimon. So we had both gotten these. I picked Agumon. He picked Agumon. I'm like,
by accident.
He accidentally picked Agumon instead of picking Gabumon. I'm like, what? So you now have matched Digivice with Agumon, and that's your only Digimon you have.
I couldn't figure out the whole thing, so the second one I got was Palmon. Third one, Patamon. Then Gatomon, I'm like, come on. And then all of a sudden, Gabumon, I'm like, heck yes! Finally!
And what you don't realize, it's almost timed to where you can only get basically the chance to get 1 per day. And it's also, you have to set up internal time on this, and at 9 p.m., your Digimon goes to sleep.
And you can't do anything with it.
You can't get any extra steps, can't fight any other Digimon, your Digimon is asleep. And it doesn't matter how close you were to fighting something, it will just end up asleep. And you're like, dang it.
And then it'll wake up at 9 a.m. the next morning saying, it's time to go on an adventure.
Unfortunately. We've only got like 7 more minutes.
Until I hear.
There you go. We have time for this, and I'll show you one other video for Pokemon side of it. Liars! So, we were so angry about this. We had heard nothing, this came out, heard nothing else basically from that point forward. 2015 spring season comes out, we're like, yes.
Where is it?
Nothing. We get no announcements, nothing. It's the last month of the 2015 spring season. We're like, where's Digimon? And they come out with another thing that says, it's not ready yet, blah, 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 and we're not doing a TV series. We're doing a 6-part movie marathon. Which I'm like, this could be terrible. So they haven't given too much detail on it as far as length of the movies. Are they going to be OVA, extended episodes? All we know is it's 6 parts. For all we know, it could be hour-and-a-half movies done different segments, and they could be alternate stories of what happened after season 2. What we've all been hoping is that it's the chance that they bring in all the other megas, because unlike the original series that is basically Super Prophecy, Agumon, Gabumon only, they all had the ability to Mega Digivolve. Okay, thank you. So what we're hoping is that that's what this is about. 6-part movie may not bring that, but we're really hoping it is. And I'm really mad that I didn't get that new video, because the animation quality is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Also reveal what happened. They talked about the great evil in season 2 that made them have to give up their mega forms.
Yeah, they do. And actually, there's a spoiler in the dealer's room right now because I found the figure. There is a figure right next to where this guy sits of the main protagonist or antagonist of the new series. 130. No, it is a beautiful figure that has like 4 or 5 different attachment pieces. So you have a different cape style. You can attach and remove both the sword and the cannon. It's amazing. I'd actually bought mine years ago, and I've got it on display in my shelf, and it's a lot of fun. Except for the fact that its cod piece falls off. Yeah.
I'm super glue.
Yeah. It was. No, I was terrified of this thing because it was my first figure art I bought for it, and pull it out and everything starts falling off. And I'm like, no! And then the cod piece falls off. I'm like, are you kidding? What is this? And then I was like, oh, no, we're good. It pops back on. Thank God. I just spent $80 on this thing and it broke when I took it out of the box. Dang it. But
Are we looking on time?
we have 2 minutes.
Quickly, to the Pokemon, then we at least must show one Pokemon video this panel.
Let's do this! Fire blast! Oh, the power of its moves has gone up! Is it enough?
That is why you don't get your Pokeball back.
Because of YouTube.
And we are unfortunately out of time. So that's all you get, one little picture. But that is Pokemon Origins, which is a 4-part OVA of basically Red going, I'm better than Ash. And that's all it is. But, yeah, it's basically the video game.
It literally
And that's it for us.
takes
Have a
Red
good
4
one, guys.
OVAs to get literally all 150.